G'day legends. In this video, we're going to take a look at two awesome plugins from Dreamtonic. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to take a MIDI melody that sounds like this. And we're going to turn it into this.
'Cause how long is too long? Can't take back all of my mistakes. I wish I never made it all, made it all.
So we're pretty much going to create vocals from nothing. This is pretty crazy. So we're going to be using Synthesizer V, which is the application that we're looking at right here, which lets you write out melodies with MIDI and then pick a voice and it's going to sing that melody, and then you can type lyrics into it and then the vocal will sing those lyrics as well. It's really clever and it's actually insane. And then we're going to take a look at Vocoflex, which is a vocal morphing plugin. So you can put this on any voice and change the sound of that voice completely. So you could take a guy's voice, make it sound like a girl. You could just change a guy's voice into a different guy's voice. You can mix it all together. You can come up with crazy different voicings. You can even make your voice match other voices. So say you were singing harmonies for another vocalist and you just wanted your voice to sound like theirs. You can take their voice, drop it in the Vocoflex, and then it'll make your voice sound like their voice. It's pretty crazy. And if you guys are interested in checking out Dreamtonic's plugins for yourself, there is a link in the description below. Okay, so let me show you how this works. So you just need to make a new virtual instrument track, and what I'm gonna do is load up Dreamtonic's Synthesizer V. So this is what Synthesizer V looks like when you load it up. Now, under our first track here, we're gonna click and load up a voice. So I'm gonna choose Hayden. You can just click down here and start dragging and creating notes. So we've got a little melody here.
La 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 la.
So now I can just double click on this and start writing in my lyrics. Now, if you've got two syllables, you can add a plus symbol to the next space and that will split the syllables up.
This is really cool.
So you get the idea. You can create melodies, you can write your lyrics in, you can get a voice to sing a song for you. So because I have my melody already written, I've done it out here in Logic. You know, I've got my little synth melody over here. I can click on it, go up the file, hit export, selection as MIDI file. So I can export that as a MIDI file. And we're just gonna call this Synth V melody. So we're just gonna come back into Synthesizer V, go up to file, and then come down to import. And we're gonna import Synth V melody. Looks pretty good. Let's have a listen to what this sounds like. Okay, so it's kind of like a sine wave or something at the moment. Then we're just going to come down, select our voice. So let's go back to Hayden. I want to get a guy's voice on here.
La 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 la.
So that's coming pretty good. And yeah, it all just sounds like Lars until you put the lyrics in. And so basically all I need to do now is go through, write my lyrics in, and then I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks as well. So what's cool, as you're writing your lyrics out, you can literally just hit tab when you want to jump to the next block to add the next set of words in, so you don't have to double click all the time. So here I've got a 2-syllable word, but I need it to jump down into this block here. So I'm going to come down here and add a plus symbol, which will then split this word over these 2 blocks. And if you had a 3-syllable word, you could do a plus here and then a plus in the next block.
All of my mistakes.
So let's have a listen to this first phrase that I've just added lyrics to.
'Cause how long is too long? Can't take back all of my mistakes.
So that sounds pretty good, but this section here, you can hear the note is too long. So we need to shorten that down. So we can just grab the end of it and drag it over. I probably want it to end around here. And another thing that's really cool is you can add blocks in and then you can add BR to the lyrics and it'll actually create a breath for you. So have a listen to this.
Can't take back all of my mistakes.
Like, pretty cool. So if I wanted to add breaths in, I can literally just add blocks, put a BR, and try and make it sound even more realistic, which is great.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes.
Definitely helps make it sound way more realistic. Okay, so I've just gone through, fixed up all of the lyrics, and I've added in breaths where I think they sound good, and this is what it sounds like.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes. I wish I never made it all, made it all. 'Cause time won't erase this but I won't waste another moment feeling frozen anymore.
Sounds pretty good. This bit here, the feeling frozen bit, like a little rushed almost sounding.
Feeling frozen.
So what we might do here is kind of like push the timing a little bit so it's not so perfect. So I might come up here and change this to like 30-second notes. So then I can kind of move this around a little bit.
Waste another moment feeling frozen anymore.
That's awesome. So doing little tweaks like that really helps humanize it as well, because when people sing, they're not like dead on the beat. So if you need to pull things off a little bit here and there, it does help make it sound even more realistic. So you can just kind of customize it until you're happy with it, right? So now that we've got the melody, the lyrics, and the voice picked out, there's a couple of options on the side over here that we can choose from to like change the tone of the vocal, which is really cool. So we can go for a softer vocal sound, we can go for clear, heavy, powerful. There's different parameters for loudness, tension, breathiness, gender, tone shift. There's a ton of stuff to play with here.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes I wish I never made at all.
It's cool. And then go maybe something a little different. We'll tone shift it down, go for like a soft voice. And let's just take powerful out, hear what this sounds like.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes I.
Add some breathiness to it.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes I
think the original voice sounds pretty good.
all of my mistakes I wish I never made at all.
Like I'm pretty happy with that tone. So I'm not going to worry too much about changing the parameters. But if I wanted something softer and airier, like that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's hear this vocal in the mix.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes I wish I never made at all. 'Cause time won't erase this, but I won't waste another moment feeling frozen anymore.
So I think that's absolutely crazy. And you can imagine what you could do with that. You could just tweak it a little bit, pick different voices, stack vocals up. You could create a harmony of voices out of just Midi, and they sound pretty awesome. So a pretty cool and pretty powerful tool. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate our Synthesizer V channel. So I'm going to hit Command D in Logic. And I'm just going to mess with the timing a little bit in this. I'm going to go through and just like tweak a few things, just randomize it a little bit so it's not exactly the same as the other one, because then we're going to take this and we're going to convert it into a new vocal using Vocoflex. So we might even change some parameters on the side just to make it sound a little bit different as well. Push up the soft and clear. And then again, going to change it to 30-second notes, or maybe even do not snap. That's cool. So then we can come in here and we can just change things up a little bit. Okay, so I've just randomized it a little bit, and I think this will make it sound even better when we create our new voice out of this, because there'll be some slight difference in the timing and they won't sound like they gel together perfectly, which will add a more humanness to it as well. So now what we need to do is add a MIDI region to our duplicate channel that we were just working on there. And we're just going to make it go from a little bit before where the vocal starts and a little bit after. And this lets us bounce it in place. So now we can click on that, hit Control B, and we can bounce this in place. And we've got our Synth V Vocal right there. Now we've got our Hayden vocal up here, and then we've got our duplicate Hayden vocal with the timing differences here. Now what we're going to do is add Vocoflex to this. So this is what it looks like when you load it up. And all you need to do is come up to the top here and you can start adding voices in. As I said before, you can drop in a vocal recording and then it will try and mimic the voice of that recording that you drop in, which is pretty cool. But we're just going to use some of the voices that are included in Vocoflex. Got a couple of random ones here that I just grabbed. Let's just move this around and grab different voices.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes I wish I never made at all. 'Cause time won't erase this, but I won't waste another moment feeling frozen anymore.
So pretty crazy how easy it is to morph your voice into a new sound. Okay, so that's pretty awesome, but what I want to try and do now is transform this into a kind of pop female voice. And basically, I need to come down to the left-hand corner here, click on the tuning rod, and we need to push this vocal up an octave because it's kind of low. So it's going to be better suited having it up an octave to get that bright female voice. And then we're going to come up at the top here and we're going to find some voices to use. We'll go to bright female J-pop, maybe delicate female C-pop, poppy female R&B sounds good, soothing female blues. Okay, we've got a couple of voices here to try out. Let's see what we can create out of this.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes. I wish I never made at all, made at all. 'Cause time won't erase this, but I won't waste another moment feeling frozen anymore.
It's pretty cool in the middle. Might see what it sounds like if we remove poppy female R&B and just go with these three.
How long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes.
It's a little bit warmer sounding with these vocals. The other one had a little bit of edge in it that I wasn't loving that much. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's hear this in the mix with our Hayden vocal that we created with Synthesizer V. So this is Hayden. This is our Vocoflex female pop vocal. They're all just made from these Midi notes. Let's see what it sounds like.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes. I wish I never made at all, made at all. 'Cause time won't erase this, but I won't waste another moment feeling frozen anymore, anymore.
That's pretty cool. And I think those little like timing edits that we did really made the female vocals sound even more unique. So this has actually just blown my mind because I think this is incredibly crazy and such a cool tool. So just a reminder, we made that from this. So just a little MIDI melody that we turned into two fairly unique voices that actually sound really awesome. And so I could grab my vocal because I recorded a demo vocal over this song, and I can chuck that in with our female vocal. Let's see how it sounds.
'Cause how long is too long? Can take back all of my mistakes. I wish I never made it all, made it all. 'Cause time won't erase this, but I won't waste another moment feeling frozen anymore, anymore.
So if you need to create backing vocals, harmonies, layers, this is one way that you can go about it without actually having to bring people into the studio and record different voices. This is one option to get the job done. If you guys think that this looks cool and you want to test it out for yourself, there will be a link in the description below. And if you want to support this channel and the time that goes into making videos like this, please check out my website. It's in the link below. You can find my range of drum samples and mixing courses over there. Grabbing any of those really helps support the time that goes into making content. If you're looking for an awesome auto-tune plugin, then check out this next video coming up.
'Cause how long is